He had so many shootouts right here, they took the rims down and put that up right there.
Dang, you say it was so many shootouts right here, they took the rims down and put the camera up.
Bro, got grazed in my butt, all type of stuff. Piece ain't just the one-sided thing. You see, I had to call the Opps and tell them like, yo, I'm on some different stuff today. And you see, they agreed to leave us alone. And you know I was out here doing stuff. If you going fed as a juvenile, you feel what I'm saying?
Yeah, bro.
This is my murder case mugshot right up.
You said a murder case?
Yeah.
Dang.
They trying to label me as a serial killer on the internet, all this other stuff.
Dang. So what's the biggest lesson you learned in jail?
Never bring your phone on the drill.
Family?
Man, we were young Will. I walked them around the trenches, the real trenches.
So where we at again?
84th and Wabash, man, Bashville. Emmett Till used to live on this block.
You say Emmett Till lived on this block?
We got a sign right there in the book then, right? Last year, they shot a little girl right here. Long live her, they was shooting at somebody else, killed a little girl. She was having a birthday party right there.
What age do you think you heard your first gunshots?
Probably like 5 years old.
You say
baby pictures on that same
you
swing.
going a little too fast. Dang.
On
you
that
had
slide.
that peanut ball head, boy.
Is everybody claiming BD and GD? BD and GD wasn't even the original stands for. It stood for BGDN, Black Growth and Development Nation, you feel what I'm saying? I think everybody forgot the morals of what gangbanging started for. That's why I didn't want to be one of the folks. I'm one of the moles, because I like what they stand for. We was one of the, back in the day, we was the most structured Chicago gang. You can stop me with a blast.
They tarnished all gangs, though. The structure gone with any gang, if you ask me. So what some goals you got for yourself, bro?
I want to get at least 1 degree. I either want to be a doctor, or since I've been through the system, I'd like to be a criminal defense lawyer.
First appearance, what you think somebody think of you?
I get everybody mutual respect until you make me disrespectful. So I think people look at me as a young man. I yes ma'am, no sir.
So brother, you could explain the situation where you almost got into an altercation at Simeon, brother?
Yeah, I mean, it was people, we was net beefing or whatever. I was about to get the person I was looking for, but it was a bunch of little girls in the way, and I don't shoot into crowds, you feel what I'm saying? I wouldn't have felt right if I ain't hit my intended target.
What's the most powerful gun?
The mine.
You say the mine?
Yeah.
Why so?
Because a gun can't shoot itself. It takes a person with a mind to pull the trigger. Nah, we pushing peace, bro. This young Will.
Look! This is the eye of the trenches!
Man, we on 84th and Wabash, Bashville, shit, you know that, man.
Yes, sir.
Gotta keep my way forward with you today.
Yes, sir. So what this neighborhood mean to you, brother?
A lot for this, why I grew up at. This the building, this where this all started at right here.
You say this building where it all started at?
Yeah.
So when I pulled up, you said you got a whole lot of memories right here. What's a memory that come to mind?
Man, I think, I ain't even gonna lie, like, that's our Opps block right there, 85th and Wabash. Like, this would be the gun line right here. But look, we all used to fight right here, so it's like, you know?
Yeah.
That's what we all used to get it on, that we would put with the people on the next block.
You say the next block, so what made it that way though, bro? Was it like that before your time, or like, how'd that come about?
I mean, a lot of beefs get inherited, I'd say that.
Yeah.
This was very much one of them inherited beefs right here. 85th, 84th, 85th and Wabash beef, and this was inherited. Like, we weren't beefing with each other. Like, I went to school with my old school. You could literally look behind you, the old school right there. Like, we went to school with each other, but you know, stuff happens.
For
Stuff
sure.
happened before us, and that's how it be.
So like, was it like y'all uncles in the war or something like that? Family members, or like?
Yeah, that's what Long Live James. That's James' old house right there. I mean, yeah, it's a lot of older beefs.
Dang, that's
generational beef. This wasn't even called Bashville at first. This was Fintown. You could do your research on that. And then you got Bashtown down the street.
So Bashville, Fintown, and Bashtown, 3 different things?
Yeah, so this was Fintown. That was before me. Like, that's probably before you too. That was in the 90s.
Oh yeah.
Then my generation, which would be 8400 Bashville, that's us. And Bashtown, that's different from both of those. That's down the street on 86th and Wabash, down 88th.
Dang. So when you hear the word Wabash, what's the first thing that come to mind, bro?
Man, home block, 84th, man.
You said 84?
Yeah.
So
man,
give 84 for definition.
I mean, Wabash for me, it's just like, I don't really know. It's a place where I used to kick it at. Like, it's this where it all started. I mean, this one, I met everybody, went to school right there. This way, like, I don't really know how to sum it up.
So this was just life for you, for real?
Yeah, basically, this is really all I know for real.
Yeah, walk us through here a little bit, man, you know? so they can get
How you doing,
past.
Queen?
You have a blessed day. See, he calling them queens. You see, the brother on the right type of time, bro. You know, I waited to do this with you until you got on the right type of time. I know what was your old name they called you?
Yeah, they be calling me Mr. 16 hats, all types.
Yeah, you said Mr. 16 hats, man. We ain't gonna say that. We gonna call you Mr. 16 blessings, bro. You hear me? Nah, for real though, bro. So I know you had hit me up the other day. You were saying you wanted to do this and talk about like what it really meant to be in a gang back in the day. Like a lot of people don't know the history of it, this, that, and the third.
So
So break it down, bro.
What throws me off about my generation is everybody claiming BD and GD. BD and GD wasn't even the original stands for. It stood for BGDN, Black Growth and Development Nation. You feel what I'm saying? And now that the big homies gone, all the older guys that moved around, I think everybody forgot the morals of what gangbanging started for. That's why I didn't want to be one of the folks. I'm one of the moles because I like what they stand for. We was one of the, back in the day, we was the most structured Chicago gang. You can stop me with a blast. Black P Stones, MOE moles, we was the most structured gang. I don't like what the new folks stand for. Like, I was messing with the old folks, Black Growth and Development folks, but they tarnished gangs. It was never Black Disciple, Gangsta Disciple, none of that.
But they tarnished all gangs though. The structure gone with any gang, if you ask me.
Yeah, it's all gone, man. Except for, I ain't even gonna lie, I take that back, cause Mexican gangs still got structures. Like, it's a shout out to the brothers in Little Village. I got a homie from Little Village. They still got structures over there.
Yeah.
All they big, like they got most of they big homies still over there. They've been in beach for generations.
But check it out. But even with them, they warring with each other. Mexicans warring with Mexicans. Blacks warring with blacks. And you get what I'm saying? And vice versa. Blacks warring with Mexicans. Because we still all the same thing at the end of the day. Just different names, different slave names,
Don't you want to know what throws me off? We into it with each other, but we not into it with the white man who kill us every day.
Yeah, for sure. Or whoever killing us every day, no matter the race, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, this actually a pretty iconic block. Emmett Till used to live on this block.
You say Emmett Till lived on this block?
We got a sign right there in the book thing right there.
Oh yeah, take us to it, man. Take us to it. He giving us a real history lesson. How old you are, brother?
I'm 16, and my birthday actually Monday.
So the brother 16, knowing knowledge like this, he knowing knowledge like he's 60. You hear me?
Yeah, man.
So who taught you this?
Long live my boy. His name was Javante. He was from Gyro City. They called him Lil Tay. That was my boy. See, Emmett Till used to live on this block.
Dang. He say Emmett Till used to live on this very block, man. Long live Emmett Till, man. Long live Emmett Till. That's crazy.
His mama lived on this block a long time. Like, before he got killed, all that, his mama lived on this block, as you can see.
Wow.
We got the book thing right there.
This iconic for real.
Look, his name even on the street sign. You can look right there. His name.
Oh yeah, I see it. Yeah, I see it. That's crazy.
Yeah, man. Bring back memories.
Wow.
Right. See this right here? This is a real iconic place back when we used to have the block parties and all that. Whole block was packed. I was all positive stuff, giving out book bags, all that. Then it got a little too dangerous for that. Now
so what is it gonna take to bring it back?
It starts with, well, I ain't even gonna lie to you, brother. It's everybody gonna have to chime in for peace to come back. Peace ain't just a one-sided thing. You see, I had to call the Opps and tell them like, yo, I'm on some different stuff today. And you see, they agreed to leave us alone.
Yeah.
So it starts with everybody being on the same page. As a man, a lot of the stuff I went through in the streets, I'm willing to let go, but when I still had that little boy brain and I was still angry, I never let that go.
So what changed your mind? Who's some mentors that helped you see a different way on this life? Because a lot of people your age ain't.
Life made me see the difference, man. It's just like I started to peep things. They trying to label me as a serial killer on the internet, all this other stuff. They put stuff on my name I didn't even know I did. So it's just like, it's scary because the feds snatching people left and right. And me knowing the stuff I used to do, that scares me. They snatching brothers left and right, life sentences. It's crazy.
So what do you think? Do you know the value of life? What is life to you, bro? What's living?
Man, the value of life to me would be taking care of the people you love, getting some money, all this other stuff. It ain't worth it. Anybody can pull a trigger. Who can take care of the people they love and provide for them? Tell me how many people doing that.
Nah, for sure. Nah, that's real. So Since you 16 years old, so 15, I mean in 5, not 15, I'm tweaking, my bad. Since you 16 years old, so in 5 years, that'll make you 21, correct?
Yeah, I'll be 17 Monday, man. That's a
So
blessing.
that is a beautiful blessing. So where do you see yourself at 21, brother?
I'm almost done with school. I opted into the homeschool because I'm a face. I got a real face card outside. Like, I know if somebody see me in the public school, we have to get it on, and that's not what I go to school for. You feel what I'm saying? I go to school to learn. So
Yeah.
I just switched to homeschool to be safer for me and safer for everybody else. Cause I know you do something to me in school, I'm gonna want to do something to you back. You
Outside,
feel what I'm saying? Yeah.
100%. So nah, for sure. So you say you finishing school. So what some goals you got for yourself, bro?
I want to get at least 1 degree. I either want to be a doctor, or since I've been through the system, I'd like to be a criminal defense lawyer.
Wow.
Help people stay out of jail. You feel what I'm saying?
So what's some keys to staying out of jail, bro?
Stay away from all the BS and stop trying to fit in with the crowd.
You said stop trying to fit in with the crowd.
Everybody want to be what all it like. That's what all it started over. People wanting to fit in. They want to fit in with the crowd. You feel what I'm saying?
So was it a point in time where you wanted to fit in? Be honest.
Yeah, I ain't even gonna lie. Like, I used to see my big brother and them
Yeah.
big pipes, all that stuff. I used to think it was cool till I hopped in it. Now my big brother and them passed away. You feel me? I got other shorties in the feds, all type of stuff. I done went to the feds myself at an early age.
You went to the feds already?
Yeah, I got the mug shot.
Dang.
And it gets crazy, Joe.
So explain how fed time is. Break it down, bro.
Man, you in that cell 23 and 1. Well, actually for juveniles it was 22 and 2. So they'll let us out 1 hour per shift. You would get out 1 hour in the morning and 1 hour at nighttime. And you know I was out here doing stuff. If you going fed as a juvenile, you feel what I'm saying?
Yeah. So dang, so you locked in a cell for 22 hours a day as a shorty. That's ridiculous, bro.
This is my murder case mugshot right up.
You said a murder case?
Yeah.
Dang. What age you
That was 14 years old. Man.
14? That was just 2 years ago, bro.
Yeah, I was on the bend and everything for it.
Wow, bro.
And look, that's not no state bend.
Dang. This ain't to brag or glorify. This just to speak on his situations, bro.
Yeah. It ain't worth it, bro. It's not.
You say it's not worth it. Dang, man. Man, bro. I'm just proud and happy you living and free, bro.
Nah, for real. Look, and then let me tell you this. Y'all think everybody think that they homies gonna be they homies to the end, and all the people they doing goofiness, we're gonna have they back. Nobody's gonna pick up the phone for you. Matter of fact, I take that back. They'll pick up the phone for probably the first 3 to 6 months, and everybody gonna go weird. There's only a few people I can count on 3 fingers who actually stood by my side. I didn't think I was coming home, to be honest with you.
Dang.
I thought I was cooked. I thought it was over.
So you lost hope.
I mean, at one point I did. I'm just like, I'm just finna be here forever.
Man,
And you
bro.
know, with the feds, bro, you doing all that time. Ain't no parole, no 50, ain't no, you feel what I'm saying?
So you got to do 100, like pretty much like 90% to 100% of that time.
No, I think it's 95%.
Oh, dang. Man, take us through here. Take us to some old stores. Show us around a little bit,
Yeah,
man. You know.
We can walk to my old school, then I'll take you to the park and everything.
I bet.
But yeah, like,
So you play any sports, anything, bro? You still in high school, you know?
I used to play football. I tore my tendon.
Oh, dang.
Yeah,
Was you nice?
I was something decent. I was a quarterback.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I was something decent, man. And when I went all that though, I ain't go over glaze. Like,
Dang. You know, Squid Ape had told me to get up with you.
yeah, that's my boy. Yeah, that's my boy, man.
So he gonna be excited to see this one. Shout out Squid Ape, man.
Yeah, that's my boy. We've been locked in. Like he not no weird dude. I give him that. A lot of these vloggers be chasing it and starting this stuff with people, but he not no weird dude. He
just
stand on
reporting
that
the
business.
facts.
Yeah. You know, it's I mess with Squid Ape. That's my boy.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, for sure. He was actually the one that pushed me to vlog and rap, because I didn't want to. I know you remember. I didn't want to rap at all. I got a name off doing stuff. I didn't want to rap. I didn't want to do none of that. Like you said, I got a name off doing stuff. That's not to brag, not to glorify that, but it's just
It's the truth. It's the truth.
When people used to say KeyMoe 84, they used to say incidents of what I did. Never I was on the net talking positivity.
Dang. So I'm gonna ask you this: what do you want to be known for, bro?
Now I want to be known for something positive. I don't want to be a part of the generational crash outs. I want to be a part of the generational wealth part of gang banging. The growth and development part of gang banging. The love, truth, peace, freedom, and justice part of gang banging.
That ain't gang banging then, brother. That's just,
that's growth.
Dang, this a nice house. Who house this is?
Hey, this house been here since I was a shorty.
Dang. This house look like Fresh Prince of Bel-Air or something, right here in the trenches.
Now, this actually the nicer side of the hood, though.
Yeah, I peep. It's like the grass cut over here.
This Michigan, this actually the nicer side of the hood. But let me show you, I'm gonna show you how treacherous it get. Peep, this the nice side of the hood, right? I'm gonna take you to the school.
Dang, this crib huge, boy. It look like a museum.
You can go 2 blocks down and you right back in the trenches.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
And that's just how crazy it is.
So is this considered Chatham or?
Yeah, this Chatham, this over east.
Oh, dang. So you consider this the east side?
Yeah, now we going south would be West Chatham is what we consider south side, West Chatham.
I ain't gonna lie, I don't think I consider this over east yet, bro.
Yeah, I think you got to get past Stony or King.
Yeah.
I ain't even gonna lie, but that's what everybody call it, over east.
You near east side, you could say, but
I call it southeast to be honest with you. I make my own little term for it.
For sure, for sure.
Nah,
So like,
man.
just by looking at you, what's something people wouldn't know that you could do? A talent.
A talent. I'm cold with the poetry. I ain't even gonna lie.
So people wouldn't even know that, you think?
Nah, man. I can write some positive stuff all that, but it's do whatever you put your mind to. I'm also good with computers. Like I 3D print stuff, all type of stuff.
Wow. So you know, just by looking at you, what do you think people see of you if they don't know your background, nothing? Just by first appearance, what you think somebody think of you?
I get everybody mutual respect until you make me disrespectful. So I think people look at me as a young man. I yes ma'am, no sir. You feel what I'm saying?
No, that's righteous. So that means you still got somewhat of a high self-esteem, because some people would think as soon as somebody see them, they think they see a criminal, they see a gang. You know what I'm saying?
No, it's just people gonna think of you what you show them. So if you don't show them, you's no criminal or none of that, they ain't even gonna think you with that. People
100%.
be overthinking, and a lot of people be off drugs, so they be paranoid. You feel what I'm saying?
For sure. So did you ever smoke weed, pop perks, do any of that type of stuff?
I used to be on the pills heavy. I'm 2 years clean right now. I ain't.
Bro, so you was doing pills at 14?
Yeah, Zen, stuff like that. Oxycontin.
What age you start?
I ain't even gonna lie, it was really some older guys sending me off. I started at 13, but I had, start that. How you doing, sir? I'm good, pushing peace in the community, man.
Pushing peace in the community.
Yes, sir, we pushing peace. How you feeling, brother?
I'm feeling what?
Yes, sir, you have a blessed day, King.
Hey, you too.
Yes, sir.
Man,
Yes,
so-
if you're gonna be a pusher, that's a good thing to be pushing.
Yes,
know
sir.
that,
He said if you're gonna be a pusher, that's a good thing to be pushing.
This my old school right here, Jane A. Neal.
You say this the iconic school?
Yeah, man. This brings back a lot of memories too.
For sure. So did you go to Simeon or?
You know about the Simeon?
Yeah, that's why I ain't interview you. I'm like, shorty out here still wild. I ain't finna help promote
man.
that no more. You know what I'm saying? I'm strategic when I do things, family.
Nah, I went.
Cause I ain't want to see your demise, bro, and feel like I helped with that. You know?
Nah, man. I went to Simeon for a little bit, but as you know, a lot of people I'm in tour with go up there. I had to move around.
So what's something you would tell them brothers that you in tour with over by Simeon?
One thing.
Positive.
Positive. I tell them. I ain't gonna lie. I feel the shorty smart. Down the tour with like I give them that. And a few of them corrupt, bro. Keep going. I peep everything. I'm not never gonna hate on nobody. For the ops that's across the block, y'all got that rapping stuff. I ain't gonna lie. That one line y'all said about me was funny. I ain't even gonna lie. Like I ain't like it, but it was funny. Keep going. For the other shorties that just want to be in tour with me in the school, like chase your dreams, bro. Keep going to school, graduate, do something with yourself. Discreet stuff ain't about nothing. That's why I stopped going up there. I had to realize, bro, school is to learn.
So brother, you could explain the situation where you almost got into an altercation at Simeon, brother?
Yeah, I mean, it was people, we was net beefing or whatever. And net beef turns serious, like people gonna really want to do something to each other. Nah, what made me stop coming up though, you can ask all the kids if you think I'm lying. I was about to get the person I was looking for, but it was a bunch of little girls in the way, and I don't shoot into crowds, you feel what I'm saying? I wouldn't have felt right if I ain't hit my intended target and not somebody mama grieving who ain't had nothing to do with the situation, you feel what I'm saying? I don't roll like that.
100%. So you had morals, you was finna slide on your ops, but you seen little children outside, so you stopped and made a wise decision.
I mean, yeah, teenagers, but in my mind, they look girls to me. They like freshmen and stuff like that.
Say it to women, y'all.
It's not cool to shoot at females, and it ain't cool to shoot innocent people. I don't want about the, I wouldn't even want that on my name. You feel what I'm saying?
100%.
But yeah.
I appreciate you, brother, for real, bro.
Nah, no
it's
problem,
a start.
bro.
You get what I'm saying? It's a start. It's a start. So do you give up on the streets or like, what's your stance on it?
I can't be halfway in, I can't be halfway out, but I'm on point, is what I'm saying. Like, I'm not looking for it, but if you bring it to me, then we'll solve it like that, is what I'm saying.
Nah, I could respect that. I like the answer. That's a mature answer, bro. That's a very mature answer.
Thank you, brother. But nah, yeah, man, like, this really a beautiful community, bro. And nah, we pushing peace, bro. This Young Will.
Yep. Yep.
Respect.
Y'all have a blessed day.
Yeah, man. You see, everybody don't be around her, bro. Like,
Yeah.
you see, I can't even walk around. You see, for 4-5 people this
Nah, for sure.
Crazy, bro.
But see, we gotta change the perspective on hood vlogs. So some people see a camera and see us walking around, they automatically think we on some rah-rah time, you know?
Nah, man. I ain't know that today, bro.
But no, I'm just saying in general, because the
man.
perception we get on the internet.
Like I said, a lot of vloggers start stuff too. But I hate when people just get mad at the vloggers because you played a part in that too, you feel what I'm saying? So I feel like, what I feel like personally, you shouldn't post something you don't want nobody to see. Everybody be calling the vloggers police for reposting stuff that they posted. It's like, bro, you posted it first.
Nah, for sure. But at the end of the day, the vloggers can't be asking questions that's gonna set somebody up.
No, I feel that's why you feel.
Because they can say they gotta be smart enough to not answer the question. Man, these people be high, dropped
Like
out
I
of
said,
school,
yeah.
all types of stuff. So how you think they gonna answer the question? Let's be real.
You gotta point that. That's why you see when people ask me stuff I don't want to answer, I'm just not gonna answer. I ain't even gonna lie to you.
But you gotta think, you not high. You kinda smart, bro. Well, you ain't kinda, you are smart. You intelligent, you know what I'm saying? It's a little different. You gotta think about the masses. Our brother's intelligent, but a lot of them don't know how to express themselves right, you know?
Nah,
So it's instantly just gonna be a man, F dude, man, this.
man, it's
and making
the
it
drugs
worse,
frying
yeah.
these kids, bro. I ain't even gonna lie. That's why that's partially why I quit drugs. Like, people getting laced all type of stuff. They lacing it with animal tranquilizer, fentanyl.
Yeah.
I had a close friend of me die off a fake perk, bro. Like, that ain't, stop lacing people, gang.
Bro,
That's
you
not
like
right.
the 5th person I talked to in the last few weeks that said somebody died off a fake perk. These
they-
perks taking them.
They laced, bro.
So was this like a baseball field? What was this?
They shot a movie right here, but this like a little rental space you can run and do events at right here. I ain't even gonna lie. If you was really in this hood and you really knew, it used to be some type of other building right here, but that was before my time. But I remember seeing it before they demolished it as a kid. Then you got my old alternative school back there too, Mental South. It's right there. It's in that little church building. They remade the church and made it into a therapeutic school.
Oh, dang. You said a therapeutic school. You got a little accent. No, for sure, bro.
Yeah. Now we in brother them hood. This A-Tray, my big free Capo and free Shano and free Lil Crits. But yeah, these my brothers, man. This they hood right here. This where we all grew up at Cole Park.
You say Cole Park?
Yeah, and they King Cole Park, 85th and King Drive, man.
Who was the hardest hooper from your hood? Ross.
Probably Zay. I ain't even gonna lie. Probably Zay. Yeah.
You say Zay?
Yeah, he was probably the hardest one. I ain't even gonna lie. He was scoring buckets. I get bro that.
So I mentioned you said there was a lot of fights back in the day. Who was the coldest with the hands on the op side, quote unquote op side? Be honest, give them they flower. You say who?
Trio. I ain't even gonna lie. Lil Trio. He knocked my teeth from my mouth.
Dang,
I
you
get
giving
that.
you giving them that. What about on your side of town?
Tizo. On our side, probably Tizo. Yeah, I ain't even gonna lie.
For sure, for sure. You know, I just wanted to ask a little different question, you know?
Nah, I ain't, like I said, I ain't never gonna lie on nobody. I give everybody their props. But yeah, this Cole's right here, man.
So what's a memory that come to mind when you pop up right here?
I'm about to take you right now, man. You see that swing right there?
Yeah.
I swear to God, I got baby pictures on that swing.
He say baby pictures. He say he a Cole Park baby.
That's where everybody met me at. 90% of people met me on that swing right there that I'm about to take you to. How you doing, sir? We pushing peace in the community with the unity movement. You know that, my boy. But nah, I'll show you real baby pictures.
He say he pulling up receipts, man.
Yeah, bro, I was 8 years old, 9 years old at this part.
Dang.
Oh, let's see, hold on, I got them right here. Look. Baby pictures on that same swing.
You going a little too fast. Dang.
On
you
that
had that peanut ball head, boy. Then you got that Kobe fade. You hear me?
Yeah, hold on. I got one more with the swing. I got a better one for you. Hold on, give me 1 second. You got me looking at my baby pictures, man. This shit crazy.
No, for sure. So, like, explain the feeling you got right now being up here.
Bro, I feel like a big ass kid right now, bro. I feel like a kid again.
Wow.
Just looking at this park.
You said a kid.
Yeah, bro. It's crazy. Hold on. I think I got it. It's up here. Got so many memories in this park, though. I don't know my boy Deontay. That's why I met him at on that same swing right there. Hold on, I'm finna realize, show you like, it'd be crazy. If you really know about over here and you do your research, they put a pod camera right there. It was no pod camera over there before, like, we made it hot. I regret that we made it hot though.
Dang.
Cause not like, you feel me, the police be on there with us. It just be like that.
So you think you lost more friends to the system or gun violence?
Both. They killing both of them, taking us away. I ain't gonna lie, both.
Oh, so y'all had 2 courts. So like, which was the court where like the rawest hoopers would be at?
Right here. Look,
Uh-huh.
I'm finna give you some background. Look at that pod camper.
I see it.
We had so many shootouts right here. They took the rims down and put that up right there.
Dang, you say it was so many shootouts right here. They took the rims down and put the camera up.
Bro, got grazed in my butt, all type of stuff, playing ball on this court.
Dang.
This was the front line right here, Lake King Cole Park.
So I'm gonna ask you this: what age do you think you heard your first gunshots?
Probably like 5 years old.
You say 5 years old?
Yeah, my boy.
Man,
like,
what?
It gets so real. I got that on the like.
Hold up, it's at 84th Wabash. Show one more time, bro.
You got the Long Live James, then you got 84 from
Hold up,
Wabash
you gonna
right
look.
there, bro.
Dang. Hold up, let me tap in on that. I got it. That's crazy. You say you bleed this 84.
Yeah, bro. It get like that, man.
No, for sure. So what's one thing you would put here to change your community?
I ain't gonna lie. One thing I'll put here, it'll have to start with us as a block. We have to move around so the shorties can play at the park and stuff like that. We have to move around, find somewhere else to post up. Cause it's never gonna be safe if we all here posted up at the park while kids playing, you feel what I'm saying?
100%.
Then we on the main street. I've just come through shooting out of cars, hitting miscellaneous people.
Oh, so this is a main street right here. What street this is?
King Drive.
King Drive, dang.
King Drive. The main street, bro. Last year, they shot a little girl right here. Long live her, they was shooting at somebody else, killed a little girl. She was having a birthday party right there.
You say a little girl got shot right here. Man, we gotta save our women, bro.
That's another thing. When did it become cool to hit miscellaneous people?
They count that as hats nowadays, bro.
Man, if I do something like that, my big brother and them will bury me. Like, I was raised by all old heads. You kill an innocent, they gonna kill you. Like, you feel what I'm saying?
It was still some type of structure.
So yeah, this a main street right here, 85th and King Drive.
Hey, what now?
I remember when I first started coming here, it was Coach Eugene. He was the park coordinator and all that.
Dang.
Hold on, I'm finna look for that other picture for you, man. It's somewhere over here.
So there's no cap in your rap. He really from over here, man.
Man, since a baby.
So what's something you gotta say to the community if they watch this?
Man, chase your dreams and stay away from the BS. It ain't worth it, bro. And a lot of these rappers be bap. I really live this and can show you real receipts. You see, I'm not chasing it though.
Mm-hmm.
You feel what I'm saying? It's pointless. You gonna get You gonna mature, you gonna get old, and you gonna realize this is a bunch of goofiness. Look, that's a baby picture on that same swing.
Dang. At least they kept y'all park up pretty decent though. I ain't gonna lie. We live in Cold Park with KeyMoe right now, man. Live out here, man.
They get wild, my boy.
You say what?
They get wild over here, bro.
For sure. I wanna see if you could do some pull-ups, man.
Talk about some pull-ups, what?
You can do them right over here on the monkey bar.
That's 12, 11.
What?
How y'all feeling? They really hooping over here, man. That's good to see.
Yeah, bro. It's good to see some positivity in our community. Our community known for negativity.
Nah, for sure.
You see, and then look, you see people only tough with a crowd. You see, I'm doing this by myself. I don't need 10, 20 people walking with me.
100%.
You feel me? We feel what I'm saying? My name good. You see, I called the Opps, and they said, "There, leave me alone while we do this."
100%.
You feel what I'm saying? So it just get That's why we used to play football at the flag football. This ain't no real football field, but then this the iconic swing right here.
He said he gotta redo it.
That's the iconic swing right here. I feel like a kid again. You know that, man.
That's crazy.
It bring back memories, bro. This swing right here. That's why a lot of people met me at.
Dang.
90% of the people I'm cool with from over here, they met me on this swing right here.
Wow.
2016, 2017.
So how old was you in 2016, 2017?
I've been out here longer than a lot of people. I started game banging when I was 8, 9 years old. So
You said you started game banging at 8 or 9.
yeah, bro.
So what's something you would have told yourself then, bro, if you could?
Stop following the crowd, bro. Be a leader.
At 8 or 9, you would have told yourself be a leader.
Yeah, bro. I mean, a lot of the stuff I did was inherited. A lot of beefs was inherited. It wasn't because I was beefing with them. It was because the older guys was beefing with them. And it's a generational beef type stuff.
Mm-hmm. And it's easy to jump in that way. Dang, so this is like pretty much all you know at that point, bro. That's
Yeah, bro. It's
sad reality, bro.
bring back memories for sure. I damn that shit to tell right now.
Dang, that's crazy.
Yeah, that court, that's why I met Deontay, long live Clay, long live Tay Allen.
So how many people you think you lost, bro?
To the system and gun violence.
Yeah.
In total, I lost a lot of brothers. I say about 20.
Dang.
And then, you know, I'm locked in with a lot of different people from over the city, so that's not even just counting A-Trey in my hood, too. That's counting all the other hoods that I'm cool with.
In Chicago, period, how many people you think you lost to gun violence?
To gun violence alone, like with gang banging victims and not gang banging victims, people I knew about 50.
About 50? So that's more people lost than you got years on this planet.
Yeah.
Dang. That's sad. So what age do you think you're gonna live to, bro?
That's a difficult question. I couldn't even really give you an answer to it. Tomorrow, I promise, but I'm hoping I'll live to at least 50. I'm not gonna lie.
For sure, for sure. So was it more normal to see somebody graduate high school or go to jail?
Probably die. Neither. Die.
Dang.
I know more people that died from the hood than that got a diploma right now.
Damn.
Yeah,
That's sad, bro. Man, bro. But you gonna make it though, KeyMoe. I got hope in you, bro. I got faith in you, bro. I really do. I see something great for your future, and I pray everybody else do too, bro. It's a great individual I'm getting on this camera. I'm just happy to be able to document this history on you, family.
Nah, you know that, bro. Then I got shot over here too.
Dang.
When I got shot, it was right around the corner. I kid you not.
Man, bro. Dang, you got real war rooms. You a Purple Heart at 16. This ain't nothing to brag about, glorify.
Yeah.
It's just like, it's just a blessing that you still here, bro. You gotta realize God got something big in store for you, bro. You know that, like for real, for real. I ain't trying to sound preachy or teachy.
Nah,
I know you
man,
probably hear it a lot,
stuff, bro. It's cool.
Yeah, it's just like you got to give people their flowers right while they here, not put them on their casket. You hear me? So I'm gonna give them to you while you alive, breathing well, and smiling like how you is. You hear me?
Nah, for sure, for sure.
Yes, sir. Anywhere else you want to take me to?
Yeah, I'll take you back around to the school. If it's some shorties out there, I'll pass out some bread.
For sure, for sure.
But nah, like I know you seen the little viral clip at the Baba vlog. I gave the little shorty $50.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, my boy. Like, you feel me? They know me. All the shorties do. I got real respect in this neighborhood, bro. It's a lot of people that hate me, but it's a lot of people that love and respect the stuff that I do outside of the shoot, kill, violence, all that. Because I do a lot of stuff to help this community, too. It ain't all documented, but it's a lot of stuff I do.
That's real, bro. That's real. That's what you're supposed to do, bro. Blessing is blessing others, you know?
Yeah, bro. That's another memory right there. When we all used to be bad, skip to school, we'd sit right there and smoke.
Dang.
Yeah.
What age you start smoking?
I ain't gonna lie, like the weed, I stopped smoking too, but the weed like 12.
Dang. So early on you was at it.
Yeah, bro.
You think that messed up the way you learned to process things? Or nah?
It really do.
Cause your brain wasn't even developed yet, you know?
Yeah, your brain ain't developed. Them drugs gonna stop your brain from developing.
Mm-hmm.
But if you quit early enough, you will still be good, you feel what I'm saying? A lot of people can't come back. They done did too many drugs, bro. You know?
Yeah.
It's sad. It's the sad truth.
It
Sad
is.
truth. See, that water fountain used to never work. They must have just fixed that. Like that one, that Pacific one never worked.
You mean specific? You say Pacific.
Yeah.
Like Pacific Ocean.
Nah, it never worked, my boy.
Dang.
They had to just fix that. That's another cold park sign, bro.
Man, there's some big houses over here though, boy.
Yeah,
Nice houses.
For this to be this nice of a neighborhood, it's a lot of bad stuff.
Yeah, that's why they say it don't matter how good you clean up the community if you don't clean up the minds, bro. If you don't fix the minds of the people, it'll still go right back to destruction. You hear me?
Yeah, they said this. It really is. It blows my mind.
If you don't fix the minds of the people, that means nothing. They don't even see it as beautiful.
The in jails, they sending us to jail. That ain't helping nobody. Jail, prison, it's supposed to be for rehabilitation.
Uh-huh.
We coming out worse.
Yeah, no, that's a fact.
You were actually going to jail fine and come out.
Yeah, like I heard somebody say jail make you a better criminal sometimes.
It do. Gee, they got us, when I was booked, I was in River Valley, Joliet.
Uh-huh.
They had us in there watching crime shows.
For real?
Literally, gang.
That's crazy. So it really would make you a better criminal.
Like jail, and then you in with people who did stuff so they can tell you how they got caught so you know what to do and what not to do.
Dang. So what's the biggest lesson you learned in jail?
Never bring your phone on a drill.
You said never bring no phone on a drill.
They track
Dang.
you. Even when you turn your cellular device off, it's getting tracked. That's why, look, if you power your phone up right now, it'll say location still on.
For real? Dang, you ain't even gotta show me, I believe.
Hold on, stop me when I'm lying though, hold on. I think the phone gotta be dead for it.
Oh, dang.
But look, if I power it back on right now, the location will still be on.
Wow, so that don't mean nothing.
It don't at
So
all.
you thinking you out slicking them, you can't out slick the slickers.
You can't, bro.
You hear me?
At all. It's all frequency. Cellular is frequency, bro. They can track you. That's how the smartest criminals be getting caught. There's too much technology nowadays to screech over with. You do something, you gonna get caught.
Oh, for sure.
You gonna be like, it's
So you think people jump in the streets for money or clout?
clout.
You say
Clout is a new drug. Clout is worse than drugs, in my opinion. People will die for some clout.
No, that's facts.
Like, and it's awful. You want me to tell you how it's for clout? Because everybody got these big guns. Everybody got switches, Dracos, ARs. If you really wanted to kill somebody so bad, you would have just did it. You wouldn't be making 1,000 posts.
No, for sure.
Going song for song, this for this. You wouldn't be doing that. If it was really that, you would go get the person and keep it off the net.
So I'm gonna ask you this. Metaphorically, what's the most powerful gun?
The mind.
You say the mind?
Yeah.
Why so?
Because a gun can't shoot itself. It takes a person with a mind to pull the trigger.
That's real. That's real. He's 16, y'all. He doing it. See, I put my face on this one, KeyMoe. You can't be out here acting wild no more, man.
Like, you got
Nah.
that, Yeah, because guns can't shoot they self, bro. It takes a person to pull the trigger and kill somebody with the gun. That's why I hate when politicians say guns are bad. Because if guns are bad, why do police officers have them? You can use anything as a weapon. I can ram a car into you right now. That'll be a weapon.
Facts. But your mind could be the best weapon.
You know that, man. This we back at the school. This where we used to get dismissed at right here.
Dang.
Right here. I don't really want to say on their property. It's this school hours, but yeah. That's what we used to get dismissed at. Oh yeah, this is good, bro. That's what we used to get dismissed at right here. It's crazy work. I'm in the trenches with Young Will.
Hey, who you shooting with, man?
Young Will, bro, out of the trenches.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
You know, you got me up early. I don't even get up this early, bro.
Oh, for real? You got to start waking up early, man. Rich people wake up at 6. You need to be up at 4 because we ain't rich yet.
Nah, for sure. That's why I got shot at right there on that corner.
Dang.
On that corner right there of 86th and Wabash. That's where James passed away at, too.
May the Most High be pleased.
Yeah, it's treacherous, bro. Then it's the nice, like Michigan, Indiana through Michigan. Indiana, Michigan, this the nicer side of the hood. Then you get the Wabash and King Drive, and that's where everything go down at. They're like, they about to put a pod camera on our main block. Just because we used to do so much stuff over there. And it really calmed down, but that shows you they don't want us over there doing that.
No, for sure.
And let me say this. You see how the police ain't stop us one time? They rolled past and waved? Because we ain't on no... I'm not up in 50,000 guns and got 20 people with me.
They making themselves hot doing that on the camera like that and wonder why the police stop and frisk them.
And wonder why people call on them. You see, I walk through, people already know me over here. I walk through, they waving at me, nothing, because we not on that. You can go, sir. For sure. Appreciate you. Then these ain't these people hood, bro. If it was they hood, they'd take care of they hood, not just destroy it. You feel what I'm saying?
Nah, for sure.
That's why I got shot at this corner right here.
Damn.
Yeah, bro.
You got a real story, boy. So you still making music?
Yeah, I drifted. I ain't been on the drill music, though. I've been more on the pain stuff.
Nah, that's good. You can still rap. Just make it, tell your story. You ain't got to tell your story in this, you know?
Now, I can get you a little positive freestyle right now.
Yeah, come on.
I say, I'm from 84th and Wabash, where you bound to see something scary. We was deep up in them trenches. Glock switches what we carry. I done watched a lot of brothers die, and they never coming back. My brother in the feds and 2 more in the ground. I might just die. 50 Glocks is what they carry. Glocks and switches, them boys scary. You get hit up in your leg, they gon' praise you as attempted murder. Hash is what they like. People catching bees before they catching bees. I remember I was in the school trying to learn to read, but this ain't that no more. They want to kill each other. The government sit back, give us guns, and tell us shoot each other. Long live my brothers, and it's free them out the cell, cause I'd rather see them winning than dead or in that cell.
Oh yeah, so.
That was a lit.
Yeah, I feel you though. Nah, I like that.
Something different.
You telling them what will happen if you get in these streets. You say, dang.
Yeah, people, I know little boys that got bees before bees.
I get what you saying.
You feel what I'm saying?
He got a body and he's still a virgin.
He literally.
Dang.
Like, yeah, this corner right here where I got shot at, right there. Literally right there. I thought I was tough. Yeah, well, really a girl dropped my location too, but I also thought I was tough sitting right here on their block.
Man.
Consequence for that. Look, we can walk back to the building. Like, I done walked you through the whole hood, no issues. And this not even my section, you feel what I'm saying? This the Opps stuff, but you remember, they leaving us alone today.
For sure, shout out them.
You feel what I'm saying? Let them would have caught me over here any other day, it would have went down.
Dang.
Real stuff. This they side, I can't really give you too much history on their side other than the negative stuff we used to do over here. But you know, shout out them for allowing me to be able to do this.
For sure. And what you got to say to anybody that might talk spicy against us and try to troll it? Something positive.
I mean, you can't troll us, bro. This what real gangsters do, you feel what I'm saying? You ain't real if You can't promote something positive for the shorties. These little boys ain't gangsters, they clout chasers. When did it become cool to kill people and not get money? They allergic to getting money.
You say they allergic to getting money.
I hear people knock people for having 9 to 5s and all that, bro. I guarantee you I'm making more, and I work a 9 to 5. Hold on. I work a 9 to 5,
yeah.
bro. 2 on. I guarantee you I'm making more money with less stress than you making on the corner in 2 weeks.
Nah, for sure. That's the biggest flex, success.
Literally, bro, like, you gon' like, and I just hate that for these shorties, bro. They think selling weed is gonna get them somewhere, bro. It's not. That little $200 you make a week, I make that in 2 days. Matter of fact, a day.
We gotta change the mindset. That's all.
See, I'm telling you,
Yeah.
like, it get treacherous. It'll go down over here, bro.
Man. So before we close out, I want you to give thanks to whoever helped you get to where you at now.
I had a lot of talks with my boy from Face World, OZMG. OZMG, my bad. Lil J. Shout out G Nate from 8 Ball Gang, Stewart Gang, CMB. He was one of the older guys that I looked up to along with Lil Tay. So long live Lil Tay, shout out them. You know, that's my boys. Then of course you already know A-Trade, RT.
God.
You feel what I'm saying? Yeah.
For sure, for sure. And who you shooting with, family?
Man, we were Young Will. I walked them around the trenches, the real trenches.
For sure. Where we at again?
84 from Wabash, man, Bashville. Got the clues, my boy.
And who I got with me?
You got KeyMoe 84, Mr. 16 has, well, nah, Mr. 16 blessings.
Yes, sir. He say we changing it.
Yeah, man.
Yes, sir. Appreciate you, family.
No problem, bro.
You know that.